All aboard your tech news, games, and deals caboose. We have some cool Razer interesting haptic feedback stuff, and we actually have some game news from Fortnite and more. So let's jump into this Razer HyperSense high fidelity haptic ecosystem. So this is actually being demoed at CES. It's going to be intelligent haptics, and it's going to pick up on key sounds in the game to get this going. So you're going to get actual feedback through different devices. So the obvious one is your headset. You're going to get 360 ambient surround awareness. And the headphones are actually already out. We'll go over that in a minute though. But the demo also shows a vibrating wrist rest basically for footsteps and other sensory objects. And then your mouse will be connected through your gun, whatever you're using to fire with, or maybe even to attack with. Possibly you'll get like a little feedback. And then explosions from your chair. And then this is all tied together with THX spatial audio. So this ecosystem is coming pretty soon, hopefully from Razer, and possibly others might get on board with the THX stuff. But we actually get to see a little video of it in demonstration. These look like video effects on his actual face being blown up. But you would get the vibrations to the ears. And the headset is the Nari something. We'll go over that in a minute though. The headsets are $200. And then you'll get cool audio stuff from the mouse and the wrist rest. And you'll even be able to get explosions. And in a minute, he dodges bullets, which come out of the screen at him. Oh, I think we already missed that part. There, he's dodging bullets. We already went over that. Anyways, this is plug and play, so this is based on audio position stuff, so it'll be based off the in-game explosions and such. And there's also going to be more into game integration Razer's going for with other games, so possibly even more crazy inventions that they cook up themselves. And then the Razer Nari Ultimate headphones are actually already out, and you'll get crazy explosions, waves through your face, I guess. And the R&Ds. So cool haptic stuff from Razer. It'd be cool to try it out at CES, but I'm not there, as you can tell. And we get some more Razer announcement stuff for Alexa. So Amazon Alexa will be enabled through the Razer Synapse 3 software. That's how you control your mouse and keyboard lighting and different macros and keybinds. And so you'll be able to talk to Alexa. This is coming in Q2 through your Razer headset and even other microphones and laptops, I believe it said. It said somewhere laptops, mics, standalone microphones, so it's going to be baked into Razer Synapse 3. So you can control things like your computer lighting, monitors, fans. This is a memory module. And then chairs, maybe for the sound they were talking about, or some RGB chair. I don't know any off the top of my head. And then even Hue's lighting, so lights in your actual house. You can connect all that together. And to enable the PC, some of the PC stuff, there's a Razer Chroma Connect, so you can basically get any PC going with this. And that's Q2 2019. Canada and US first for Alexa, and then followed by others anticipated by the year's end. So a couple commands you could do is Alexa, ask Chroma to change my lighting profile to FPS mode. You can start Overwatch, you can change your DPI on your mouse. So say you're playing Fortnite and you pick up a sniper and you go, Alexa, ask Razer to change into sniper mode or something along those lines. So cool options there if you are an Alexa fan and a Razer fan as well. And Razer also has 3 PC cases. One from Lian Li, and you get some RGB and some glass side panels, and RGB underneath as well. The actual logo lights up through the side RGB strip, so if it's glowing red, it'll glow red right here, but it's green as you can see. And the first Lian Li case is a mid-tower ATX chassis, and some cool Razer triple head snake logo at the front. And then the first from Razer is the Razer TomaHawk. This has a glass side panel and ATX motherboard, again support, and Razer Chroma lighting on the bottom it looks like, and it looks like the snake logo is also lit up. And then there is the Razer TomaHawk Elite, the more expensive one, obviously. and it's going to have 2 glass side panels, and they're going to open up into wings like the Tesla car and other cars that do that. And that is an ATX motherboard. It is reverse mount placement, so it's going to be a little bit different. It also has hydraulic power top panel that opens up when you need more ventilation during intense gaming. So this is going to be probably expensive and more towards water cooling. As you can see, there's 2 reservoirs in there, and it looks like there's a lot of extra space. There's a big case for probably 2 power supplies and whatever else you want to put down there. And first one from Lian Li is coming in Q1 for $170. And the Razer TomaHawks are Q2 and Q3 with no pricing. So probably between 200-ish, 150 to 200, and then closer to 500, you could imagine, for the double side panels that flip out. So bunch of Razer news. This is the second episode for Razer. And we have some more tech news from DJI. This is a smart controller. This is basically the Mavic 2's controller. Works with the Mavic 2 Pro, Zoom, and even an enterprise version. The more you can attach modules to it. And this is the controller with the regular functionality, the 8K kilometers, and it has a crystal sky style monitor built in. So they say it's 2 times brighter, which is brighter than most smartphones. And it's going to hold up a lot better in bright conditions. You're in Florida, California, somewhere desert. So this is ultra bright 5.5 inch display, and it's 1080p, 1000 nits of actual brightness. So that's the brightness rating. A lot of phones are between 500 to 700. Some of the Samsung ones reached 1000, but I had experience with them thermal throttling when trying to fly some stuff. So there's that. And we also get -20 Celsius to over 40 Celsius temperature. You can use the controller in, so it won't freeze to death. Customized system, so it's going to be a custom Android and have certain apps. There are third-party apps that you can get, but there's no Google Play Store. So you're going to have an extra step to actually install third-party apps, it looks like. And then speakers, microphone, HDMI port, and it doesn't say, it looks like there's SD cards somewhere, and it doesn't mention anything about any internal storage. But the battery is 5,000 milliamps, so it's going to last 2.5 hours. It's going to last you a long time, even at the higher brightness settings. And then there is Sky Talk. This is like an app style thing where you can live stream to Facebook, Instagram, and maybe other social platforms. But you're going to need Wi-Fi to connect, to create short and share them and stuff. So you'll still need a phone in your pocket or something. So cool thing from DJI is $650. The Crystal Skies were around $500, so add the controller cost and all the extra stuff built in. So it's a normal price for what they were already selling, I guess. And they have a little video on it. That was the actual Crystal Sky you'd be comparing it to. You had to buy extra adapters and stuff, so that got even more expensive than $500. And here's a little funny part I picked up just from the video. So it takes 30 seconds roughly, and he starts to click on the app at 29 seconds to just get the phone in the controller, the regular Mavic controller. And it doesn't usually take that long unless you're fumbling around. And he already has it flying with the actual smart controller at 30 seconds. And so just a little extra thing, they kind of exaggerated a little bit for setup time. And that's probably a little bit annoying audio. So a minute 30 versus 30, it's probably more like a minute versus 30. But the actual smart controller, they actually booted it up as well. So little props to them, I guess. They actually booted up. So there's the DJI booting up, it looked like at least. So boot up and flying. Pretty good. Some game news. Let's jump into some games. We've been into tech because of CES a lot. We get Fortnite with version 7.1 content update number 3. So this is the 3rd update for that patch number, and we get a suppressed sniper rifle. And that's going to obviously be quieter, but do a little bit less damage. We also get the block. This is, creators can actually add their own stuff into the game now, and Fortnite picks whatever the best ones are or their favorites. And you get a bunch of bounce pads and a DM arena made by Kojak number 2. So there's, looks like hundreds of jump pads in there. So fly in and drop in at this spot next time you play. And then limited time modes are obviously going on again. They kind of revamped that. And then weapons. So the snipers in Epic and Legendary, find it in chest, floor loot, single shot, and quieter shot, 100 to 105 at base damage, Epic and Legendary. The 6 shooter has been vaulted. Burst rifle, certain qualities have been vaulted. So it looks like there's only Legendary now. Uncommon, common, rare is vaulted. So is blue one color? I forget. Anyways, dual pistol vaulted. Dynamite nerfed. Boombox nerfed. X4 nerfed. The knockback has kind of been reduced by 70%. The spread of the fire has been increased the spread by 75%, which is kind of like a nerf. And the max build, this was a bug where you could fly over top the max build level, has been taken out. And then we get some creative updates. Save the World gets a weekly store at Santa's Little Helper, so something explosive. And then there's the Fortnite challenges. You can get the pop shotgun, a rapid fire shotgun, some little mission updates for Fortnite. And some other game style stuff. This is, you get, if you sign up for the 2-factor authentication, you get a free little boogie down emote. I'm not sure how it goes. I haven't gotten that one yet. And then Ian Bell for Madbox, the console everyone's kind of going crazy about, is doing a contest for a slogan. Basically, just enter your submission in this tweet, and you could get up to 10K, I believe, euros, and free games for life. So that's probably worth more than 10,000, and you could play pretty much any game you wanted, and you'd run out of games after a little while. And if that said free microtransactions, they would probably go bankrupt, because some of the games you can spend a lot of money in. So some of the actual entries are, you can rest your balls on a Madbox. That's bowling balls. So cool one from him. There's a couple don't get even, get mad. There's some you mad bro submissions I was reading earlier. Mad but true. And there's some clever ones in here. So enter yours on this tweet. I believe it's still going on. They didn't announce an end date, but they are combing through the actual tweet submission. So go get funny, I guess. That's not a slogan entry, sorry. The Resident Evil 2 gets a one-shot. It's a 30-minute demo, so you're actually timed, and this little post gives you some tips to actually make the most of your 30-minute trial. And this is on January 11th, so mark your calendars and get ready to play your 30 minutes. So you'll want to find first aid sprays, you'll want to save up ammunition, but you'll want to keep your storage box careful usage. So be careful with that. And then your map is a great way to tell if a room still has something left to be discovered. So check your map a lot. That's a good tip. There's some other tips, some other little zombie stuff. And then there's a lot to explore in the full game. So it looks like the demo has access to the full game, but you only have 30 minutes. So I'm assuming there's going to be speed runs to try to beat the game in under 30 minutes. So we'll see what happens there. Make a lot of PlayStation accounts, I guess, or don't. And then game launches on January 25th. So get your demo on. And we also have Final Fantasy 14 patch 4.5, a Requiem for Heroes. And there's probably 50 pages of patch notes. So we're not going to go through all that. We're just going to go through some of the highlights. There was actually an update. So confirming the following quests and duties have been scheduled to release in upcoming patches. So 0.55 and 6 and 7 look at these different quest changes. And there's a lot of different added quests. There's like one treasure hunting thing. There's some grand and free company stuff. There's some housing additions. A cute little Neko cat. And there's some PvP balance, frontline stuff, and a lot more if you want to dive into the patch notes or just go play. You could do that too. So, and no deals today. So that is your tech and games. We have Lulu saying, but can Alexa do this? Yes, they can. I don't want to hit anything. And wow, DJI controller. You can't afford 2 of them, sir. So, and we have a couple thumbs up, and that is your tech and game news. We will have another episode tomorrow at 3 p.m. and if possible, there might be another extra video again today. There's just too much CES to cover and not enough time, basically. With that, we will sign out. Pew pew, pew pew pew, pew 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 pew.